Hello, this is Cynthia in the TLC, and this tutorial is again one of several that teaches you about Blackboard portfolios. In this tutorial, we'll specifically look at how to share our portfolios. All right, so from the global navigation menu, we click Tools and Portfolios. Okay, so whichever portfolio I want to share, I'm just going to click the contextual arrow and choose Share. From here, our tool is called Share a Snapshot With, and that's because when we share our portfolio, the view of the portfolio that the recipient will receive is just a snapshot of how this particular portfolio looks at this moment in time. If I add, more content or edit the content 1 minute after I create this link, that change will not be reflected in the snapshot that was sent to users. All right? So just bear that in mind. Of course, you can send many snapshots to users, but remember that when you create a link, it's just a snapshot of your portfolio at that moment in time. All right, so from Share Snapshot, we're going to choose Users. To begin with, Users is anyone within Blackhawk. Okay, so unfortunately, this Browse button is not working correctly. It opens up, but the search isn't working, and Blackboard is working on that right now. So you have to know the username of the person you want to share it with. You can access that in different ways through the intranet employee directory. The usernames are listed there. Or if you use Outlook or webmail, you can access or learn, people's specific usernames through that as well. Okay, so I'm just going to share it with my, I'm in here as a student, I'm sharing it with my administrative self. All right, you could one option is to send an email to the recipients, and the text is already, templates are already created here. You can edit that as desired, of course. Just with any other Blackboard email, you can send a copy to yourself or use a blind carbon copy if you wanted to. All right, so I'm just going to click Submit. So that's sending it to user, meaning anyone within Blackhawk. Hopefully that browse option will be fixed soon. All right, so now if I go into my portfolios as that administrator self, and let's see, I go to Shared with Me, I can see that today at 6:18, Cindy Dalcourt shared this with me. All right, so that's how that works. You can also share with someone outside Blackhawk by clicking External Users, and you'll just need to know the email address of those people. So I'll just send it to myself at a outside Blackhawk email address. Again, the note that I'll receive from that email address is already pre-existing. You can edit the title and edit the content, but do not edit this part right here. When I send this code will actually transform into the URL of this portfolio. So that's how someone outside the system can access that. All right, I could choose to assign a password to the access of this portfolio. I could also say that this link to my portfolio is only going to be available for 10 days, for example. Or you could choose no expiration. Okay, so options are to add a password and or an expiration date. Right, if I click Submit. So what this looks like to an external user is, this is what the link will look like to someone outside the system, and if you click on it, you can see that that code transformed to this long URL. Okay, and if I click on that, I see the portfolio. All right. So that's sharing it with someone outside the Blackhawk system. We could also share it with courses or organizations, and they both work the same way. So if I choose course, this means when I click Browse, I can search for my course. All right, so From here, I'm just going to place a check mark next to the course I want to share this with. Click Submit. That the name shows here. Then when I click Submit from here, anyone in this course, enrolled in this course, will be able to access this share. So again, I'll go to my own. This is my other personality here, and rather than when it's shared through a course, it won't be listed in this area of shared with me. I have to access it through Discover Portfolios here in the top right. When I click Discover Portfolios, in addition to those that are already shared with me, I'll see another portfolio. And it doesn't specifically say that this is coming from a course access, but I only see this version of it when I click Discover Portfolios. All right. So if you are in an organization and wanted to share your portfolio with everyone in the organization, it's the same process. It's just one extra step. So let's take a look at that. So again, if you're sharing with, let's go to the other person. If I'm sharing with anyone in an organization, I first click Browse, and then I see that same window I saw when I was sharing from a course. You'll just put part or all of the name of the organization and then select it. Do not use institution roles or system accounts. Okay, so otherwise we can share through users, which are BTC, students, employees, external users, anyone outside of BTC, as long as you have their email address, or through courses and organizations. So that's how to share your portfolio. Thank you.